The puppy was small, he was lost, he wandered around, he was scared. The puppy was a German Shepherd mix. He had brown and black fur, he had big brown eyes, he was all alone. The puppy was hungry, he was thirsty, he missed his family. He wanted to go home. The puppy whimpered, he was sad. He didn't know what to do, he was just a baby.
A kind lady saw the puppy. She stopped her car. She called out to him. "Come here, little one," she said. The puppy was afraid at first. He didn't know the lady. He backed away slowly. The lady was patient. She opened her lunch bag. She took out a piece of her turkey sandwich. She offered it to the puppy. The puppy was very hungry. He couldn't resist the smell of turkey. He slowly walked towards the lady. He took the food from her hand.
The lady took the puppy home. She had found him wandering alone on the street, looking lost and scared. She couldn't just leave him there, so she decided to take him in and give him a safe place to stay. She gave him a bath. The puppy was dirty and covered in mud, but he seemed to enjoy the warm water and gentle scrubbing. She made sure to clean every inch of him, making him feel fresh and comfortable. She fed him more food and water. The puppy was ravenous, eating eagerly from the bowl she placed in front of him. She named him Lucky, hoping that his luck had changed for the better now that he was with her. The lady wanted to find Lucky's family. She believed that someone out there must be missing him terribly. She spent hours searching online, looking through lost pet databases and social media groups. She knew they must be missing him. She imagined a family, perhaps with children, who were heartbroken over their lost pet. The thought of their sadness motivated her to keep searching. She posted his picture online. She shared it on various platforms, hoping that someone would recognize him and come forward with information. She made lost dog flyers. She printed dozens of them, each with a clear picture of Lucky and her contact information. She put them up all over the neighborhood. She walked around, stapling them to poles, pinning them to notice boards, and handing them out to people she met.
The lady waited for a phone call. Every time the phone rang, her heart would leap with hope, only to sink when it wasn't the call she was waiting for. She hoped someone would recognize Lucky. She kept looking at his picture, praying that someone would see it and realize that he was their missing pet. She wanted him to go back to his home. Days went by. Nobody called. The lady was sad. She felt a deep sense of disappointment and worry for Lucky's family. But she also knew that Lucky was starting to feel at home with her. He had become a part of her daily life, bringing joy and companionship. She realized that even if his original family never found him, he had found a new home with her.
The lady decided to keep Lucky. She had found him wandering alone on the streets, looking lost and scared. From the moment she saw him, she felt a connection. She knew that he was meant to be a part of her life. She couldn't bear to let him go. The thought of him being alone again was unbearable. She had always wanted a companion, and Lucky seemed to be the perfect fit. She knew he would be happy with her. Her home was filled with love and warmth, and she was ready to share it with him. She could already imagine the joyful moments they would share together. She promised to give him a loving home. She would take care of him, feed him, and make sure he was always happy and healthy. Lucky would never have to worry about being alone again.
Lucky was happy too. He loved the lady. From the moment she picked him up, he felt safe and loved. He knew he had found his forever home. He loved his new home. It was cozy and filled with toys and treats. He had his own bed and a warm place to sleep. He felt like he belonged. He loved to play in the backyard. The open space gave him the freedom to run and explore. He would chase after balls and play with his new toys, feeling the grass beneath his paws.
The lady took Lucky to the vet. She wanted to make sure he was in perfect health. She knew that regular checkups were important for his well-being. She wanted to make sure he was healthy. The vet was kind and gentle, making Lucky feel at ease. He checked Lucky thoroughly, ensuring that he was in good shape. The vet gave Lucky a checkup. He listened to his heartbeat, checked his ears, and made sure everything was fine. Lucky was a healthy and happy puppy. He gave him all his shots. It was important to keep Lucky protected from any diseases. The lady was relieved to know that Lucky was now safe and healthy.
Lucky was a lucky puppy. He had found a loving home and a caring owner. He was no longer alone and scared. He had found a new home, a place where he was loved and cared for. He felt happy and content. He had found a new family. he was loved. He was no longer just a stray puppy. He was a cherished member of a family. Lucky had truly found his forever home.
Lucky grew bigger and stronger every day. From a tiny, playful puppy, he blossomed into a robust and energetic dog. His days were filled with joy and excitement as he explored the world around him. He loved to go for walks. Each walk was an adventure filled with new scents to sniff and paths to explore. The park became his favorite place where he could meet other dogs and make new friends. He loved to play fetch. Running after the ball with boundless energy, he would bring it back, tail wagging furiously, eager for the next throw. Fetch was not just a game, it was a way for him to bond with his owner. He loved to cuddle with the lady on the couch. After a long day of playing and exploring, there was nothing better than snuggling up close, feeling the warmth and comfort of her presence. The lady taught Lucky many tricks. He learned to sit, he learned to stay. Training sessions were fun and rewarding, filled with treats and praises. Lucky was always eager to learn new things. He learned to shake his paw. This trick always brought a smile to the lady's face, and Lucky loved the attention and affection he received in return. He was a very smart dog. His intelligence shone through in everything he did, from learning new tricks to understanding his owner's emotions. Lucky brought so much joy to the lady's life. His playful antics and loving nature filled her days with happiness and laughter. She was so happy she had found him. Lucky was more than just a pet. He was a source of unconditional love and companionship. He was her best friend. Their bond was unbreakable, built on trust, love, and countless shared moments. She loved him very much. Her heart swelled with affection every time she looked at him, knowing he felt the same way. Lucky loved the lady too. His eyes sparkled with joy whenever she was near, and he always tried to stay close to her. He wagged his tail whenever she was near. His tail was like a little flag of happiness, waving to show his excitement and love. He licked her face to show her he cared. These affectionate licks were his way of saying, "I love you." He was her faithful companion. Through thick and thin, Lucky stayed by her side, a loyal friend who brought endless joy and comfort to her life. Lucky's story is a reminder that kindness matters. The lady showed kindness to a lost and scared puppy. She gave him food, shelter, and love. In return, Lucky gave her unconditional love and companionship. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can make the biggest difference in the world. When we open our hearts to others, we open ourselves up to a world of love and happiness. Lucky's story is a heartwarming reminder that love comes in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes the best kind of love is the love we share with our furry friends.